So now that we've gone through the basic setup of Tails, it's time to dive into persistence volume so you can get a better understanding of what they are. We talked about it a little before in previous lectures. The idea behind a persistence volume is the ability to actually save files on the Tails operating system. By default, if you create any documents or create anything inside of the Tails operating system, the second you remove that USB or that SD card, once you shut down Tails, all of that work you had will be erased. This is useful for privacy and security reasons. However, if you are saving things like personal keys for your PGP application, or you have your Bitcoin wallet configured and already ready, you don't necessarily want to delete all of that every time, especially if you use Tails often. So in this video lecture, we're going to go through the basics of setting up encrypted persistence. To start, we're going to jump over to the Tails website and take a look at some of the documentation, and then we will go from there. So let's hop over to the desktop. And back here over on the desktop, we have a Firefox window pulled up onto the Tails website. We are at the screen where we initially were installing Tails from. It gives us the walkthrough and instructions. And actually, if you go all the way down to option number 6, you'll see a handy guide based around encrypted persistent storage. So this is basically what you will need to follow along with. The process of creating one is fairly simple. All you have to do is pull up Tails, choose Applications, Tails, and then configure persistence volume. So we'll go over to our virtual box here and give that a shot. Once it logs in, we'll go ahead and go to Applications, Tails, and then configure persistence volume. And it should take a second to pull up here. And you'll see actually when we pull it up on the VirtualBox, we'll get an error that says Tails is running from non-USB, non-SDIO device. And that is because we are using it on the VirtualBox. So if we had been running it from a USB, we could go ahead and create the persistence volume. It's very simple. All you do is ask you for a passphrase. You'll create a passphrase and verify the passphrase and then hit create. And then you'll see there's an assistant that shows you the list of possible persistent features and all of that. And of course, if you have any questions for persistence, you can hit the Tails website. But it's not fairly complicated to create. You'll notice that once you actually boot up Tails, you'll see some other options. Basically, it'll ask if you want to use your persistence volume or not. If you do, just select yes, and you can hit login, and the rest will be the same. Now, you can actually save your personal files. You'll have to save them in the right spot. You can see you'll want to save them in the persistent folder, and this is under places and persistent. So if we had it in this one here, it'd be places, and then persistent would be down here. I believe it goes right here or here. And that would pretty much be it for persistence. Super important. You'll definitely want to configure that as we go throughout the rest of this course. I will not have it, but that's okay because I can't really get it on the VirtualBox, and recording on the USB is not as easy. So we won't have it for our videos, but you should have it because you will be needing it to use some of these features we'll be talking about later throughout the course, like using the PGP applet to send messages and setting up your Bitcoin wallet and getting Bitcoin to it and everything like that. So if you have questions on persistence, head to the Tails website. And generally, if you have any questions about Tails, I would definitely head to this website. But overall, that is all we're going to be talking about with Tails when it comes to installation and use. We have one more lecture left here on the Tails section where we will give you a rundown of some of the software included in Tails, just kind of what it is, how you can use it, and then we'll go through our most important software and what we're going to be using later throughout this course. So if you have any other questions for Tails, I would definitely recommend you hit this website up, the tails.boem.org. So much documentation on there. Very well spelled out. Obviously, these are very easy to understand instructions on installation and upgrading SDs and creating storage devices. everything like that. So if you have any questions about Tails, I suggest heading to their website. Otherwise, you can head to the next video where we're going to talk about using some of the software included on Tails, what they are, how to use them, and then we'll talk about our main software we'll want to use throughout this course. So if you believe you have a good understanding of Tails persistence or have it set up, go ahead and head to the next lecture to get started on using other Tails software.